Hello and welcome back to Bible Journey. It looks like this disrespectful IRL streamer may have been arrested in the Philippines. And I say may have because, while it definitely appears that way, there's no official confirmation yet. Also, before we get into the video, yes, I'm traveling, as you can probably tell. I also got a haircut since I had a lot of time to kill today, which you'll actually see explained in an upcoming video very soon. Now, the story we're covering today, if this turns out to be true, is absolutely insane. I honestly don't understand how some people never learn their lesson. The person we're talking about is known as Gino, who's mostly recognized as Johnny Somali's sidekick. He first gained attention in Japan alongside Johnny, basically acting as his accomplice. The two of them were actually arrested together in Japan, but Gino ended up snitching on Johnny, which led to him being released much earlier. After that, he completely left Johnny behind in Japan. For a short time, Gino went back to the United States, but apparently he couldn't resist going back to Asia to harass people in public for content. Eventually, he returned to Thailand, where this clip ended up going viral. "I don't care what it is. I want to get the salon. Yo, I didn't mean to. I'll pay. I paid money." I genuinely don't understand how someone even reaches this point as an adult, not only behaving like this in the first place, but live streaming it for everyone to see. It's honestly fascinating in the worst way, a wild misuse of free will. You'd think Johnny would hate Gino after getting snitched on in Japan. But when it comes to these two, morals clearly aren't a factor. So in the end, it doesn't really matter. So somehow they ended up reuniting again, this time in South Korea. Apparently, Gino didn't learn anything from the first time streaming with Johnny, or from the general idea that harassing people in public for content is a terrible plan. But then again, expecting these guys to learn might be asking too much. They linked up in South Korea, and that's when reality started catching up to them. Gino even had the honor of getting knocked out alongside Johnny, which is where that infamous Mario coin knockout clip came from. After a few of those incidents, it looks like Gino finally had at least a little bit of sense knocked into him. He realized that staying in South Korea might lead to a repeat of what happened in Japan, so Gino dipped. And almost immediately after he left, Johnny tried to get out too, but couldn't. In this absolutely brain-dead sequence of events involving two people who refused to act right, Gino managed to catch the last flight out of South Korea while Johnny got stuck. Now, just because Gino showed a tiny bit of self-awareness doesn't mean he suddenly became smart. After spending only a short time back in the US, the urge kicked in again. He had to go back to Asia and start harassing strangers for content. And for some reason, after everything that happened with Vitaly, he chose the Philippines. Not only did he go to the Philippines, but he allegedly committed a serious crime there, which is wild considering how everyone online watched the Philippines absolutely come down hard on Vitaly. That whole situation showed just how strict they are when it comes to this kind of behavior. And here's the crazy part. Assuming Vitaly isn't officially charged with stealing that motorcycle, which as of now he hasn't been, the allegations Gino is facing are actually far worse than anything Vitaly was accused of. And Vitaly has been locked up for almost a year at this point. On top of that, there have been some pretty insane rumors coming out of jail recently, including claims that Vitaly was seriously injured. Now, to be clear, we have no way of verifying that. Information out of the Philippines is much harder to confirm compared to the US, where you can easily look up court records. That kind of transparency just isn't there. So as of right now, all the information we have comes from Johnny Somali's Discord, a Twitter account called Johnny Somali, and a few Filipino news reports. This all started when Gino posted that he had been jumped in the Philippines. We see the photos. He definitely looks rough. Then, not long after that, he posts another photo of himself in handcuffs with the caption, "Free Gino." Real classy. Naturally, people in the Discord started clowning him, saying things like, "Yeah, no hopping on a plane this time." And honestly, a lot of people in those communities aren't even there for the streams anymore. They're there to watch the downfall. That's the whole appeal. That's why people send insane donations trying to push these streamers into getting arrested or starting fights. Now pay close attention to his outfit here, because this matters later. White collared shirt, blue jeans, brown belt. Bro, I have no money. Chat, I have no money. I don't know exactly when that clip is from, but there are rumors it's from one of his final streams, and now suddenly we're seeing allegations that he assaulted someone. Oh boy. Next thing you know, more reports start coming out saying he was involved in a stabbing in the Philippines. And once again, we see the same outfit. The white collared shirt, the blue jeans, and now he's in handcuffs. Yeah, I mean, same hair, same little goatee. This really looks like Gino. It definitely looks like Gino. I transcribed the clip, and this is what it says. It's about a foreigner, an American national, who recently filed a report regarding an incident involving him and his girlfriend at a bar along Salinas Drive in Barangay Lahug, Cebu City. The victim being referenced is a 27-year-old woman using the alias Chloe, who also resides in Barangay Ludapan, Toledo City. She works as a virtual assistant. We then have another incident summary stating that a foreign national identified as an American citizen is currently being held at the Mabolo Police Detention Facility. He was arrested after allegedly assaulting his girlfriend at a bar along Salinas Drive. So at least that lines up with what we just read. Going deeper into the detailed report, victim, a 20-year-old virtual assistant, referred to by the alias Chloe, residing in Barangay Ludapan, Toledo City. Suspect, a 26-year-old American national identified as Jeremy, residing in a residential building in Barangay Tisa, Cebu City. As for the context, the two reportedly met through a dating site, and this was their first time meeting in person. They had been drinking together at a bar earlier that night, and the altercation allegedly began around 3 a.m. According to the report, the suspect became upset and physically assaulted the victim after she attempted to leave the bar by getting on a different motorcycle, presumably with another man. Reporters also speculate that a language barrier or a misunderstanding regarding transportation may have contributed to the situation. As of now, the suspect is facing charges under Republic Act 9262, the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act. He has declined to give a statement to the media. Depending on the extent of the victim's injuries, he could be facing up to 12 years in prison. For cases involving slight physical injuries, the penalty could range from 1 month and 1 day up to 6 months. On top of that, he still has to wait for trial, which, as we've seen with Vitali's case, can take a long time, in some cases up to 2 years. So at this point, what do we have? We have Gino claiming he was arrested, and now we have an official news report with photos of a guy whose face isn't fully shown. But the clothing matches, the hair matches, the goatee matches. It really looks like him. I'd say there's a very high probability that this actually happened and that Gino's involved. And if this is all legit, Gino's probably going to be off the radar for a while. Once he's done sitting in the jail he's currently in, there's a chance he could be transferred to the same detention center Vitali is in, which we already know is far from a 5-star resort. I still can't wrap my head around how someone could be dumb enough to not only commit a crime in the Philippines, but to commit a violent crime there. This isn't complicated. I was literally in the Philippines just a few weeks ago. It was incredibly easy to enjoy the country, interact with genuinely kind people, and not commit any felonies. It's shockingly easy to not be an absolute scumbag. So yeah, massive skill issue. But as of right now, this is all the information we have. If more details come out, I'll definitely cover it. If you want to check out the video I made a few weeks ago while I was in the Philippines, you can watch it right here. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and we also have a pretty interesting travel video coming soon because a certain person I was covering today just didn't show up to court. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out.